Let's take a look at solving log equations and inequalities that include properties. So example 1, we have log base 8 of 10 plus log base 8 of negative x equals log base 8 of 19. So the first thing to do is put these two logs together as log base 8 of 10 times negative x. Because they were adding, we need to put them together as multiplying. Then that would equal log base 8 of 19. Then you have log base 8 on both sides, so we can cancel them out. And you end up with 10 times negative x equals 19. So if you divide by negative 10, you would just get that x would equal negative 19 over 10. And then when you plug that back into the original problem right here, because that's the only place where x is, then it would be okay, because a negative 19 over 10 would turn into a positive 19 over 10, and that would be okay. So let's check example 2. Log base 2 of x plus 4 plus log base 2 of x equals 5. So we need to use our properties. They're adding, so we need to rewrite log base 2 and then multiply x plus 4 times x. And 5 is over there by itself, so we cannot cancel these logs out because there's only one left. So we need to rewrite this one into exponential form. So we end up with 2 to the 5th power equals x times x plus 4. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute and get x squared plus 4x. So then we get 32 equals x squared plus 4x. And we need to move the 32 over so we can try to solve it. So 0 equals x squared plus 4x minus 32. And then we can factor it into x plus 8, x minus 4. So we end up with x equals negative 8 and x equals 4. But as always, we have to check our answer. So let's see about negative 8. If we plug negative 8 plus 4 back into our equation, that would give us a negative. So that won't work. And if we plug 4 back in, we get 4 plus 4, and then 4 over here. So those both work. So we get 4 for x. Now let's look at number 3. I'm going to erase number 1 so you can see number 3 very clearly and not get tangled up in the work for number 1. So number 3 is natural log of x plus 1 plus natural log of 9 equals 3. So they are adding. We need to multiply and bring down the 3. And then we only have one log, so we cannot cancel it. We have to rewrite it in exponential form. So we get e cubed equals 9x plus 9, because I just needed to distribute the 9. And then e cubed we can get in our calculator, and we could subtract the 9 on both sides and divide by 9 on both sides. And then if you type all of that in your calculator, you should get approximately 1.232. Now if we check our answer, 1.232 would be okay, because if we add 1 to it, it would still be positive. Okay, so let's look at this last problem. Let me erase that work and zoom in a little bit. So we have natural log of 3x plus natural log of 3 equals natural log of 32. So if I rewrite these as multiplying, since they're adding, we need to multiply. Bring down what's on the right hand side. Then they have natural log on both sides, so we're allowed to cancel those out. And then bring down 9x equals 32. So then we can divide by 9, and x equals 32 divided by 9. Or if you get a rounded answer, it will be about 3.5 repeating. Or 556, you could say. And then if you plug that back into the equation, you would have this little x value would be 3.5 repeating, which would definitely be a positive, and that would be okay. So I would say it's either one of those answers.